Santorini, one of the world's most iconic travel destinations, is shaking, literally. For the past 4 days, dozens of earthquakes have rattled the Greek island, sending hundreds of residents fleeing to Athens. What's causing this sudden seismic activity? Is the island at risk of a bigger disaster? Let's break it down. It all started on Friday, 31st January, when tremors were first detected between the volcanic islands of Santorini and Amorgos in the Aegean Sea. Since then, the quakes have not stopped, some exceeding a magnitude of 4.0, shaking the island every few minutes.
For 3 days now there have been earthquakes all the time, every 5 minutes, it is continuous, they don't stop at all, the entire island is traumatized. We have been looking for tickets for 3 days now, we could not find any for the ferries or the airplanes, they didn't exist. Last night when we tried to book a ticket, the last one was gone. There was nothing, planes were all booked. They put on some extra flights but the tickets are really expensive. They have reached 300 to 350 euros per person.
Authorities immediately closed schools in Santorini and nearby islands like Ios, Amorgos, and Anafi. People were advised to stay outdoors, avoiding buildings and small ports. Disaster response teams were deployed to monitor the situation, and in response to the growing panic, Aegean Airlines scheduled additional flights to help residents leave the island. But with ferries and flights getting fully booked, some residents were struggling to escape.
There are constantly earthquakes, it is intense, we feel it. We have been patient for 3 days but today was the worst, so we said we will leave, for as many days as it takes, to calm down. So we are going to Naxos where we have relatives.
Now, what's causing these earthquakes? Experts say the seismic activity is expected to continue for weeks. However, they also confirmed that recent mild volcanic activity near Santorini is not linked to the tremors. Santorini was shaped by one of the largest volcanic eruptions in history, around 1600 BC. The last eruption? 1950. So while Santorini is no stranger to geological activity, this latest wave of tremors is raising concerns. For now, Greek authorities are monitoring the situation closely. Some permanent residents are staying, but many temporary workers and visitors are leaving.
It is a bit worrying. We are a bit frightened. We don't want to panic, but the shaking unfortunately will not stop.
Will this seismic activity lead to something bigger? Subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the latest developments from Santorini and beyond. Comment below, would you stay in Santorini during these tremors, or would you leave? Let us know your thoughts.